amigos. This is Kino with some cool stories for today's story time.
Yes, we are back with another story time. AT reading out of Where the Sidewalk Ends. Shel Silverstein. This one is called The Loser. Mama said I'd lose my head if it wasn't fastened on. Today, I guess it wasn't. Because while playing with my cousin, it fell off and rolled away. And now it's gone. And I can't look for it because my eyes are in it. And it can't call to it because my mouth is in it. Couldn't hear me anyway because my ears are on it. Because my brain is on it too. Can't even think about it. So I guess I'll sit down on this rock and rest for just a minute. Again, that's The Loser, Shel Silverstein.
Bro.
What's the story, amigos? This is
Okay.
some cool stories for today's
The loser, man. You can't be the loser out here.
That was crazy,
You
man.
gotta set your pace, man.
I feel like if anything,
And before you get in depth with it,
right.
the picture is him sitting on his head. His head's off, and he's sitting on his head, and that's the picture of the story for the story of The Loser.
that's deep. And for everyone that's out there, Shel Silverstein also illustrated these books, I'm pretty sure.
Yes, poems and drawings
Okay,
of Shel
so-
Silverstein.
Man, look, all right.
Right.
This is a classic exhibition of this man's genius, okay?
Truthfully.
It's poetry, it's poetic genius, you know what I mean? Just because of the fact that in this situation he's specifically talking about pace almost. That's why it's so applicable here, because of the fact that he's talking about how it's a danger that the kid is aware of. He's aware of the fact that he could lose his head if it wasn't fastened on. His mom made him aware of this option of this possibility almost, you know what I mean?
Can happen to us all, man.
And he's like, I guess it wasn't today, you know what I mean? Because of the fact that I did lose it. And he's like, I was moving too fast almost. You know what I mean? Essentially, he's saying I was moving too fast. My pace was way too fast, and I lost control with the situation, and I lost it. You know what I mean? And it was such a crucial part of my life that I don't even have the resources to find it again because of the fact all my resources were there. You know what I mean? A crucial part of his life. And he's so lost that he thinks he's sitting on a rock, and he's sitting right on his own head. That's how out of the loop he is.
And he's tired. He says, "Let me take a break for a minute." You know what I mean? Let me sit down real quick. Like,
when you finally slow down the pace, you find the answer. You know what I mean? He thought it rolled away. He's like, man, I lost it. There's no way I can find it. He's giving up at this point. As soon as you give up, you know what I mean? He found the answer. It's interesting, man. It's like as soon as you switch that pace, you might find something. This happens to me in my daily life, bro.
And
It's
that's
so
why
crazy.
that's why you can't force certain things, and you can't like go too far out of your way looking for certain things, because sometimes you'll never find it just because you're trying so hard to find it.
And I feel like this goes from everything to an artist trying to make a hit song, to someone trying to rush to be somewhere and they're rushing in traffic, bro, to someone trying to find the keys that they can't find right now. You know what I mean? All of this stuff I feel like pertains to this situation where if you're moving too fast, you will find yourself in a worse position at a disadvantage, you know what I mean, then a bigger disadvantage than you would if you just took your time and slowed down, even though you need to get this done. If you take your time and consider all the options, you might actually find the answer. You know?
Hey, man, that's the crazy thing, because from jump, being little, your parents always taught you that.
Truthfully.
It's like right from wrong, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's literally like right from wrong. Don't lose your head. You know what I'm
Really?
saying? Oh, you lost your mind.
Look at you. Now
Look
you in
at
this.
you
You know what I'm
now.
saying? Yeah, now you in this predicament you shouldn't even be in the first place. You feel me?
Russian.
It's crazy. Man.
Russian is the Daze too, man.
Interesting, man. It's like all this information we have too, especially now in this day and age, the technology era. You know what I mean? We have all this information right at our
Overload.
fingertips, man. We have the answers, bro. You know what I mean? It's just all about how you interpret that information. If you actually slow down enough to consider it for what it actually is, you know what I mean, and then apply it to your life.
Yeah, man.
Real
It's
life,
crazy, man.
man.
Some people call that a curse, though.
Facts, dude.
Some people call that a curse, man.
It's what you make it at the end of the day.
Overwhelming.
That
man.
is true.
For real.
Life is.
It's the
What you
days,
make.
man.
The Daze is in effect.
That's the days.
For real.
Story time for the day. That's Shel Silverstein Gem again.
Facts, man.
We still got the retwist today coming up, as well as our spotlight freestyle segment of the show. Discussion was going crazy, but we also got that podcast for the full Daze experience. Mixcloud, go check that out. Mixcloud /the Daze, yo.
Indeed.
More vibes. Stay tuned.
Really, I got 20 on my feet. Yeah.
That ain't the baby Bobby, that's my baby.
Hey, who you? Bitch, it's the baby with you.
Yo, it's AT,
It's Locc.
and we are here. Daze is here. Daze is in effect.
And we just want to make sure you guys know where to find all the Daze content, whether it be on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, or Facebook.
Thanks for watching today's video. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe.
And to stay up to date to all of our content, make sure you follow all the links in the description below.
Daze is in effect. We'll see you next time, people.
Till next time.
Yeah.